many of us model our ministries after someone else. Most of the times this is due to a lack of identity we have in Him. Forsake the orphan spirit. The orphan spirit is a fatherless spirit. We're not sons. Even though we are sons, we don't believe we're sons. Or we are daughters, but we don't believe we're daughters. And so we act like an orphan. The gospel of salvation is what saved me, not enlightenment of self-knowledge. Self-knowledge got me nowhere. The gospel of salvation, of being reborn, is what saved me, not self-knowledge. The baptism in the Holy Spirit is what empowered me, not the attainment of self-discovery. Self-discovery is humanistic in its nature, points the focus on us. The gospel of salvation, about being a witness, is about dying to myself, losing myself in Him. It says if we lose ourselves, we find ourselves in Him. We find the real us. And so, it's like we need to resist these urges to go into this humanistic expression of the gospel. Okay, the baptism in the Holy Spirit is what empowered me, not the attainment of self-discovery. Humility is produced by this. So basically, my salvation and my walk with the Lord has nothing to do with me. I was an utter failure in my attempts to save myself. I failed. But I found success in Him. That is just a huge producer of humility. I can't be arrogant in that at all. Had nothing to do with me. My best attempts brought me failure. Now for me, you're going to hear my testimony, that failure went many different directions. I mean, everything in my life failed until I met Him. Everything. And that is just a producer of humility. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't think too highly of myself when I have that deep belief. Now, how does this relate to evangelism? Humility produced by this wins souls. This humility in ourselves, actually people will see that. That's winful. It's winful when they see that humility. There's no arrogance in that. Be true to yourself in this way. Being true to yourself and true to the gospel. Acts 19, did you receive the Holy Spirit when you believed? Paul stayed true to this. The Apostle Paul, I see, and when I read his evangelistic exploits and his mission exploits, he was constantly staying true to this aspect. It's in him. And so many times we as believers, people can't even see Jesus because we're just in the way. My job is to point them to the Good Shepherd. I'm not the Good Shepherd.